So there I was, on stage, palms sweaty, knees weak, mom spaghetti, feeling like Eminem, but way less cool. And all I could think was, what if they don't care about my story? What if they don't care about what I'm about to say? Spoiler alert, they cared. A lot. Hey, I'm Brad Holzman, and for over 20 years, I created, I produced, I developed shows like Intervention, Duck Dynasty, and Zombie House Flipping. My job? Hook millions of viewers. And now I help people just like you find their hook and tell stories people can't forget. But here's the problem. Most people think they don't have a good story to tell. And maybe you feel this way too. Like your life isn't exciting enough, or your business isn't cool enough. Well, I'm telling you, you're wrong. Very wrong. So a few weeks ago, I gave a speech called The Power of the Hook at the AI for Business Live conference. I was pumped, but inside, kind of freaking out. Would these people at a marketing and business conference care about what this reality TV guy had to say? Checked my notes many times. I kept rewriting my speech. And honestly, I was worried. These people spent a lot of money and time at this conference. I respected the people putting on the conference and wanted to add so much value to that room and touch each individual. There was a lot of pressure that I put on myself. But you know what? My story, my speech connected. Why? Because even I sometimes forget my story is worth telling. The minute I got up there and started sharing my truth, something wild happened. The crowd, they didn't just listen. They leaned in. People laughed. Some people cried. They even stood up at the end to clap. It hit me hard. Your story isn't just interesting. It's powerful. So here's the deal. Just like TV, your story is what hooks people in and keeps them coming back. No one tuned into Intervention just because it was another TV show. They tuned in because each story felt real, because it was real. It was emotional, and it was human. It made them care. And your brand works the same way. When people know your story, they care about you. They root for you. They become your fans. Now, you're probably wondering, Brad, how do I find my powerful story? Well, I got you. Because here's the truth. Your story, it doesn't have to be fancy. It just has to be you. So, try this very easy exercise. Step 1, think small, not big. Think small, not big. Your story isn't your whole life. It's one little moment. One time you failed, one time you succeeded, or one time you just felt something strong. You don't need a life like American Idol to get attention. Though singing badly on stage does get people talking. You gotta ask yourself, what's one moment I felt scared but took action anyway? What's something I struggled with but figured out? What's a funny mistake I made? All right, step 2. You got to find the feeling. Your story isn't just facts, it's feelings. So you ask yourself, how did I feel in that moment? Were you excited? Were you embarrassed? You're terrified. Why did that moment matter so much? Why will someone else relate or care? And step 3, you've got to share the lesson. Every powerful story has a lesson people remember. So you ask yourself, what did I learn from that moment? How did it change me, even just a little bit? And what's the one thing someone else can learn from my experience? Your story makes you different from everyone else. No one has your exact story. So stop hiding it. Stop hiding it and start sharing it. Because the real you, that is your superpower. Look at my story. I went from behind the scenes TV guy to someone sharing his struggles on stage. Wasn't easy, but showing who I really was, it opened doors I never dreamed of. It's happening as we speak. I'm seeing the benefits of it right now. Look at shows like Zombie House Flipping. Weird title, right? But that's exactly why it worked. People wanted to see something different, something that stood out, something unforgettable. Your story? It's your own zombie house flip. Weird, unique, and totally unforgettable. So now, you're ready to finally uncover your powerful story. And to help you, you can download my free Standout Checklist. 10 questions to find your hook and make your brand unforgettable. This checklist, it's going to help you ask the right questions so you find your unique story and start sharing that story right now. And when you grab the checklist, you'll also get on the waitlist for my upcoming free, yes, I said free, webinar. And trust me, it's going to be good. So, stop hiding your story. The world needs your voice, not another echo. Your story is your superpower. Use it.